SpaceX's Launch Complex 39A.
And we should be up and running. For today's flight, why is that back window being so weird? Fixed. Okay. I should probably. That's the one I want to fix because it's not right. There we go. I even had that like set up and working when it decided to quit. But yes, we are live and ready for today's launch of Starlink 419, Starlink Group 419 on B1060's 13th flight. We're launching in just over an hour. If you don't know, this is Starlink, so it's just another routine Starlink launch. If you have any questions, put them in chat. I will see them. And I'm here to chat with people as we wait for Falcon 9 to lift off of the pad in just about an hour. This is B1060. I do not know if the fairings are being reused or not. They almost look like they are. But what I do know is that B1060 is hopefully going to land on a shortfall of gravitas off of the coast of off the eastern coast of the United States. Somewhere over there. I don't know where. Don't ask that question. I can't answer it. What I can do is talk about the booster itself. This is B1060. It has done 12 missions so far, but this one, which will be its 13th mission. It is a Block 5 booster. Its first launch date was on the 30th of June 2020. So we're actually almost 2 years since its first flight. It has done an RTLS once. Every other launch it's done has been a drone ship landing. So they changed the camera to something else. They're showing They're showing the Starship sections. You can just barely see it over there. Now that's very far away. Spaceflight now. But yes, they were just showing the stuff for Starship. It's back onto Booster 10, B1060. Its first mission was the GPS-3 mission back in 2020, obviously, June 30th, 2020. And I'm gonna just read the instructions. It's done a bunch of Starlinks. It's RTL. What it's also done though. It's real notable, so to speak, missions. It's Transporter 2, Toksat 5A, and GPS-3 SVO3 are the only non-Starlink missions it has done, which is quite interesting. Its first launch was in June of 2020, then launched again a couple of months later, launched again a month later, and it launched in January of 2021. I watched that mission. I was very proud of that. And it's launched quite a bit, actually. It's been launching ever since then, kind of like once a month, which would explain why it's on its 13th flight now. My day's good. That's how my day is. But yes, B1060 has flown quite a bit, which is quite good. Hopefully, this is not an Astra mission, so I can say this. Hopefully, its 13th flight goes well. If you watched the Astra mission multiple times on that stream, I said I thought it was gonna go fine, nothing was gonna go wrong. How'd that go? That did not go well at all. I still think I've cursed Astra but from this point, because every singular time I watch one it fails, and every time I don't, it doesn't. No sense. but that's just my luck. Hopefully he'll soon be successful. I legitimately thought that board was a plume for a second. Like, I thought the rocket was lifting off only for about 0.5 seconds, and then I, paid attention to my screen. Yeah. I'm tired, but it's... yeah. I mean, they said the same thing before Apollo 13 about the number 13 not affecting anything, and that didn't go well. I mean, I suppose on the plus side, it's not launching on the 13th of June. That would have been quite interesting. And I was about to be like, well, in the past, the 13th booster has never failed, but there has never been a 13th flight of a booster before today, which is the reason this stream is titled what it is titled. Because, a record-breaking 13th flight. Being done by B1060. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about that anymore, because if I do, I will jinx it. Cause I jinxed Astra last week, so let's just not talk about that. Let's just leave that to the side. I will also probably be streaming again tomorrow for, isn't that another Starlink launch? I want to say that's another Starlink launch tomorrow, which is kind of hilarious. No, it's Sarah running night shows. Oh yeah, because of 13th flight, yeah. 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 Soon I'll probably... I should finish that update for my website. I've been working on an update for that thing for like 5 months now, and I still haven't actually finished it. I should do that. We are at T-minus an hour now. Before, before this thing goes to space. Wait, hold up. I just noticed a typo. Yeah. Yeah. That's just kind of a typo. The little thing below me on the bottom of my screen is that Starlink Group 418, which is not true. Let's not do that. Yeah, and I did try some new stuff today with that little communications will be in shortly thing that I did at the beginning, which I mainly did because I last minute realized that something had gone wrong. So it wouldn't be actually like, so if when I switch to this view you see right now, it wouldn't have actually been recording anything. Like, it wouldn't have actually be here. Like, my face would be here, the thing below me would be here, but everything else would not. So you wouldn't be able to see the rocket or the little thing up here, I want to say it is, where, credits the people that are actually doing the stream, because I don't live near Florida even. I don't even live near Florida. So I can't stream this myself, using my own footage. I hope to do that someday. But not... That was weird. Not today. Not today. How's everyone's day been? Because I know for some people it's probably pretty late in the day today. It depends on where you're watching from. For me, it's actually pretty early. It's only 11 a.m. right now. But that's how this works. I am actually currently, before I started the stream, was working on a rocket that I'm building. Like an actual, I'm gonna shove an explosive thing on this bottom and ignite it and watch it go up. It's gonna be testing something. I have the best name for it ever, and I'm not gonna say anything else about it. Because I am gonna do an actual announcement thing on Twitter. Probably in the next couple of days about it. Because by then I plan on having it fully designed and doing some tests before then, announcing everything about it on Twitter. Which reminds me, talking about announcements. Oh, okay. I thought they were showing some weird stuff. No, they're not. They're just showing a little time lapse. Probably something for this mission. And which reminds me, my plan for this, before I talk about everything I was just about to talk about when they change stuff, is to use those until about T-minus 3 minutes from launch. Then we will switch over to the official SpaceX feed, which may be running right now. I have a lot. It's not running right now, no, but it is waiting on them. Yeah, I plan on using that. And so at about T-minus 3 minutes from launch, we will then use that feed to go through the launch. But yes, that's quite exciting. I just realized how weird I bet this looks. Why don't we fix that? Why don't we just kind of fix this? And then, like, this thing I had over here doesn't even work because they put black behind it. So we're just gonna move it down here, I think. Yeah, that'll work. If you can't tell, I'm obviously still making this stuff. Your little thing up there is going to drive me nuts, but I'm not gonna deal with it. There's no point in constantly moving stuff around because the stream keeps changing. And then to be fair, this time lapse is pretty cool. There's a bunch of work going on at the Starship site, and casually a Falcon 9 being put on the launch pad. But yeah, so the plan for this near future is, like I was talking about on the Astro stream, if you weren't there for that. I know some people probably weren't there for that because of the timing of it. I am going on a cruise at the end of this month, so I cannot work on anything. And I hope to, by then, which is, by the way, said cruise is in 6 days, I want to say. So it's my plan is to, by the time I go on said cruise, to have finished the meal series and begun working on my next episode, which will be releasing after said cruise, in early July. Probably, actually, I should do that on July 4th. I'm not saying anything about that because I don't want to. But yeah, I plan on having, by the way, the meal series, the final meal episode, releasing tomorrow, probably more like Sunday actually, because I need to deal with a small issue I'm having with that. And but after that though, all will be good. And then I can get to work on the fun stuff I have planned, which is going to be very fun. And okay, not too bad. And this summer, when I say this summer, I mean next month, only next month. Falcon 9 looks tasty. Yeah, it does look quite toasty. Looks like it looked very, very toasty. There. Now I want toast. I literally have no clue why I want toast now. I'm not gonna eat toast. It's too late for toast. That and also to eat toast would require I go upstairs, make said toast, and then come back downstairs with said toast. Which I'm not going to do because that requires I have to deal with the screen and a bunch of other stuff. And hoping my cat doesn't come here while I'm gone and ruin a bunch of stuff. And whatnot. I want to know, it almost looks like the top of the fairings, like a metal. Like, it is metal, obviously, but it looks very shiny. Very shiny top. I wonder if, that's because it's been reused and, the paint's kind of wearing off, or if that's on purpose. I legitimately don't know the answer to that question. What I am excited for is the 20-minute vent, because in the past I have streamed a Falcon 9 launch, but it did not have a T-minus 20-minute vent. It literally didn't have a T-minus 20-minute vent. Simply because, like, well, let me phrase that. Of course, obviously the rocket had a T-minus 20-minute vent. It was more like, by the time my stream had started, that had already happened. Toast is delicious. Yes, toast is very delicious. By the way, I just realized, from the viewer standpoint, this has to be very weird, because I'm answering the questions people are asking, in like, people, like, talking about people talking about in chat, like, from your standpoint, like, 20 seconds after it actually happened. But that's not like I can do anything about that. So, if I want to, I can just go cry about it in the corner. But yes. I will be having, by the way, the official feed running in the background. Nobody should be able to hear it. That's kind of on purpose, because yeah, just secretly eating a snack. Say space light now. Oh my god, the typos are strong today. Maybe I should have paid more attention to lighting things. Which reminds me, your little comment reminds me how long, like, I love the fact that the SpaceX feed service is just waiting for SpaceX. SpaceX is late to their own stream. Do I want to play the mission control audio? Well, I mean, I would like to, but it is literally just static right now. We're still going to play it, though. We are still going to play the mission control audio in the background, even though it is literally static. Which is kind of funny. But hey. It means if anything happens, we'll get to know. Very quickly. When was the last time I saw a Falcon 9 launch? I've been busy. The last time I watched a Falcon 9 launch was the one where the booster teleported onto the drone ship. Which was very funny. Because, could you imagine if, like, SpaceX just developed the technology where they can just teleport the boosters? I mean, I feel like by the time you're starting to teleport your boosters onto your drone ship, why do you even need a rocket anymore? Like, wouldn't you be able to just, like, teleport a satellite into orbit? Like, obviously you would need to, like, boost itself to actually stay in orbit, but, like, you'd be able to just, like, try to, like, teleport the thing into space. And you could have, like, a little, like, second stage almost on top with it. That would, like, insert it into its orbit, and then it would just deorbit. Or, like, just teleport back. Wait. New reusability technology. Doesn't even actually launch. Or we enter the atmosphere, just straight up teleports into space and back. Why is my chair squeaking? I have a squeaky chair today. The weather's just right for it, so yeah, I'd expect that. We are approaching half an hour from launch. That's 48 minutes. And all is going well. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, I'm going on a cruise this month, late this month. After that, I will be going possibly to the Intrepid Museum, because I'm going out of a New York cruise port. I'm going out of Cape Liberty specifically, so it's like they're right there. So afterwards, we're probably going to end up going to the Airship Museum, which will be cool. I plan on getting pictures, probably not getting a video, but I do plan on doing like a small kind of video about like my trip to the Airship Museum and seeing another space shuttle and adding it to my list. Another thing I did, best part is no part. Just straight up like, look at that helicopter. That sucker was low. Like, Astra, right? The rocket keeps failing. They can just teleport the payload and a small booster, like a small solid rocket motor almost. Just like, won't be failing anymore. Yeah, best part is no part. And I completely forgot what I was gonna say now. I was gonna say something, and then I started talking about teleporting stuff into space instead of launching it, and now I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Great. Good job, me. Good job. Congratulations, you failed. I'm trying to remember what I said, and I just can't. Oh yeah, now I can remember. I watched a movie the other day, Lightyear, the new Disney movie. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not mean. You know, it did come out today, and at least in the U.S. officially. I watched a super special version at a movie theater near me. Coming to theaters near you. I wonder, from this view, if you can see any KSC security. I don't see any. I still don't see any security. Yep, helicopter. I want to say it was the first SLS rollout. One of the NASA helicopters flew straight, like literally in front of the moon, like perfectly. Beautifully. We are at T-minus 45 minutes and counting. As we approach, here soon we should begin to enter the business end of the count. And my specific control audio just died. Well, it won't fix itself now because my computer is being whiny. We are the first milestone that I count as a milestone in a launch like this is when venting begins to occur. Which, like, that won't happen for a while now. We got some time until the vehicle starts to vent. Simply just because, you know, that's how that works. So I have my phone with this. But yes, that's when the business end really begins as far as I'm concerned. Now I'm worried that the description said 418. Didn't say anything about that. Okay, good. Okay, good. Good, that's all good. That's all working. I remember, what did I just do? I think I just broke something. Nope, I didn't. Okay. My little thing here for the stream had a moment and, like, died. go. Fixed it. Okay. Something, what I was going to say is a question I've had. Like a question I had on my little pad for, you know, like talking about to people on stream, is what is everybody's favorite space museum? Like air and space museum. I mean, I know there aren't that many. Like, there's like Spacey Museum or Visitor Center or like that kind of thing. Because I know what mine is. Mine's fairly simple. Well, mine's depends on what your definition of simple is. But I already know what mine is. I don't see what everybody else's is. But mine is the is Udvar-Hazy Center nearby Dallas. It's got a lot. And to be fair, KSE is pretty good too. With, you know, a Saturn V and all. Yeah, you've only been to one. There's only one you can answer with, so yeah. What all do they have, though? The Hong Kong Space Museum. I expect they'll have the normal stuff you would expect. We are approaching T-minus 40 minutes now. And soon she will probably begin to vent here soon. That's what the Starlinks look like, by the way. Obviously. That's when it was put into the fairing. I'm pretty sure all the little wood things. Yeah. The normal stuff, basically. But yeah, like, I want to guess all the wood things on the Starlinks, all the laser communicators that they use between the Starlinks. A cool museum, if you can go to it, it is in the United States, is the, that's a lot, it's big stuff, is the, National Air Force Museum. It's giant, but it's got a bunch of cool stuff. It has a, Titan IV, and the, Space Shuttle Trainer, and some other stuff, and, you know, simulations. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, 53-degree inclination. Built in Wedmont, Washington. I did not not know they had iron propulsion. I thought they used other kinds of propulsion. But yeah, I mean, iron propulsion would make sense. That's a really nice picture. It's a very nice picture. We're at T-minus 38 minutes now. The vehicle will probably start to vent soon. And I expect soon for the SpaceX stream to begin. You know, that's what I would expect. Okay, yeah, they plan to begin at 10 minutes prior to launch. Which is probably when we'll switch over to the SpaceX feed. will probably be at about then. So, we got a while until then, though. Meanwhile, we are 17 minutes away from the T-minus 20-minute event, when stuff really begins to happen. This happened. Okay. There's a lot out there. I mean, if like, right now, it doesn't really look like anything's happening. It just looks like there's a rocket sitting on the pad. It doesn't, like, from this standpoint, right now, it doesn't look like this thing is launching today. Give it another 10 to 17 minutes, it won't look that way anymore. It will absolutely not look that way anymore. Which is kind of to be expected. The website I used earlier, that's the SpaceX fans, by the way, to tell you stuff about this booster, has a small issue. It says, it's talking about this launch, and you know how it's launching here soon for the 13th time. And it says it's awaiting launch at Slick 40. I don't think this is Slick 40. I do not think, I don't see 4 towers surrounding the rocket. Well, actually, there are 4 towers at the very bottom, but my big tower's got the one there, the water tower. I mean, from this point of view, the crane, I suppose. And then you don't have that point of view. Good job. Good job, people. Yes, we are very much getting close here. As time wears on, the mission gets closer to happening. And I do plan on streaming again tomorrow for the Sailor 1-on-1 shows. And then maybe even again, nope. I will not be streaming Global Store 2 and its wide shares unless it gets scrubbed and pushed back. Because I'm sorry, I'm not streaming at 12:27 in the morning. I refuse. Like, to be fair, COS 26 is, I want to say, the one I did. No, COS 24. That one was on the edge of what I could do, having to wake up at 3 in the morning. Yeah, RL10 is also very old. It's been used for a long time, which is not a bad thing. It's just really reliable and efficient. Yeah. I had a crazy idea the other day, wondering if it would be possible to ignite, like, a solid rocket motor with a solid rocket motor. I should have, like one here and having, like, smaller ones surrounding it that, like, all ignite and push into it and ignite it that way. This was, like, something that could go very badly, though, because, like, if it were to, like, go just right, the entire thing would probably explode. And that would not go well. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I just looked at the clock and it was 3333 because, what, 33 minutes, 33 seconds. Yes, airplane, I can hear you. I bet nobody else could hear it, but I could. Because that's what it's like living near a military base. We're waiting for launch. little countdown here. At T-minus 38 minutes a while ago. So the vehicle has already actually begun to load its propellant. And a couple minutes ago, it's loading the LP1 and the locks. In a while from now, at T-minus 16 minutes, the upper stage begins to load its locks. 7 minutes, by then we will have switched over. Yeah, exactly, launch is either chaotic or boring. Until about, 20-ish minutes, when stuff actually begins to happen. At 16 minutes, the second stage locks load begins. 7 minutes, Falcon 9 begins its engine shield prior to launch. 1 minute, command flight computer will begin final pre-launch checks. Also at 1 minute, propellant tank pressurization and flight pressure begins. At T-minus 45 seconds, SpaceX launch up to verifies go for launch. T-minus 3 seconds, engine control commands engine ignition sequence to start. And then at T-minus 0.00000 at T0, Falcon 9 lifts off, launching another set of 53 Starlink satellites to orbit. Hopefully. There's quite a bit will be going on, and come on, it's actually already happened. We are about 10 minutes from the big event, the T-minus 20-minute event, as to be expected. Ow! I did not tell you to play. My technical issue there when I literally clicked a button and my computer started screaming at me. It's only in the morning for me. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Sorry, headphone users. T-minus 29 minutes. First launch I saw live was NROL 111, Minotaur 1, or as it's more commonly known, the Banana Rocket. Back on actually almost exactly a year ago. In fact, actually, a year and 2 days ago, I watched a Minotaur 1 lift off from Wallops, and it was my first one ever. The Banana Rocket. It was very cool. I have pictures from that, actually. In fact, I can pull. Actually, I can't pull them because they're not on here, I bet. Sad. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Much better than mine. Yeah, I've only seen 2 in person. I've seen NOL 111 and Tari's back in February. I legitimately cannot remember its name right now. Let me just casually go to next space flight real quick. Yeah, CRS NG-17. First liquid fuel for me. And this August I may be going to another one. Maybe. It actually depends how some things work out. I'll check it and make sure it still has to go. It's been pushed back, that looks like so great. I probably won't get to see that one, because it's in September, and I have school in September, so sad. Very sad. There was something I was going to look into. Yeah, that's what it was. T-minus 26 minutes and counting. Oh, I see venting. There was venting down there near the bottom of the rocket. I want to take a good guess. That's probably the strong back venting, but we're finally getting into the active part of the stream, as stuff is actually about to start happening, which is exactly what I was waiting for, because you know, that's what makes stuff fun. Okay, advertisement. So actually, the spacecraft has just recently switched to internal power. The T-minus 27 minutes. Our next milestone will be... The next major milestone will be a T-minus 13 minutes, which will be when a hold occurs for the go, no-go poll. Still nothing from mission control audio. Well, that completely messed itself up. And that's not gonna work the way I wanted it to. T-minus 24 minutes. And counting. It's not really windy up there today. That flag's not moving too much. We are only a couple of minutes away from the 20-minute vent, which is when it really begins to look like something's happening. Next Starlink launch. Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, the next Starlink launch will be Group 420. You know, the better one will be Group 69. That'll be the better one. Why don't you... Ah, I fixed it. Sometimes the best thing to do when something's acting up is to screw with it. It's really starting an event now, down now. But also, in like 2 minutes, that little venting going on down there ain't gonna look like nothing. It's gonna look literally like it is just some puffs. I mean, it is just some puffs, but in a couple minutes, it's not gonna be important anymore, as the strong back is going to be vomiting all over the sky. Which is what it does, right? So we are now 21 minutes. If I can remember correctly, the 2-minute event happens at 20 minutes and 20 seconds, doesn't it? Around there. This, you can see down there this little grass vent going on. Down there. Even though like me pointing to it does nothing because it's not how cameras work. But like over there-ish. Limitations of my camera. But we are getting pretty close. Little system check there, sure everything's good. We are any second here, like we are a matter of seconds away from this 20-minute event happening, so any second now there will be a lot of venting. Helicopter. If I'm correct, it'll be happening in like 10 seconds. And that looks like a T-minus 20-minute event. To me. Literally at around T-minus 20 minutes and 20 seconds, just like I said. I thought it would be. Yes, water is the best. We are getting very close now to launch. Now that looks like a rocket that is about to launch. Look at it. Look at the vent. Yeah, look at how the venting's like going through the launch structure. That's cool. It legitimately from a distance almost looks like the rocket's on fire. I was about to say something, but it sounded like a very good way to jinx it, so I'm not gonna say it. If I do say it, it'll be after the rocket has lifted off the pad and is, inserted into orbit. But we're getting close. We're getting quite close to the launch here. See, my 20-minute event goes on for a long time. Anybody has any questions, put in the chat. I'll do my best to answer it. How is it already the 17th of June? Time flies, that's how. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it does not feel like the 27th of June. I mean, 6 days from now, I will be on a cruise ship at New York City, getting ready to leave and say goodbye to you all for like 9 days. I will literally, I won't have internet connection for like 5 days, so it's like, won't even have Twitter. Hopefully the world doesn't, burn while I'm gone. "16 minutes and counting." Yep. Do you know what else is proof time can fly when we're not enjoying it? School. Nope, no more T-minus 20-minute event. Quit at 16 minutes and 16 seconds. Here in a couple minutes is when... Exactly. In a couple minutes here will be when that mission control audio will actually probably be useful. As here in another couple of minutes, some stuff will actually begin to happen. You know, something would be funny. It would be like go in a local, name, go. Oh shit, no go, no shit. That would be new. Like go, and then I know someone was just like, oh god, no go, don't go, no. And like the entire launch site explodes. Like a large mushroom cloud of destruction. Time to launch. Oh my god, they pull an SN10 and they abort it like 0.5 seconds to launch. $13 any second now. Like here soon is when the go no go poll will begin, so that mission control audio, that's the static you can hear in the background, here soon will actually begin to be effective, as there will be chattel. Definitely some more venting going on though.
This is LD on countdown. Launch control. Update the T0 to 16:09:20.
What? 16:09:20.
issuing tea time of 16:09:20 m.
Yeah, it's been delayed. Yeah, they should update it. Ow! Hi, SpaceX mission. How are you doing today? Can you shut up? I've probably just hurt your ears again. Yeah, they didn't delay it that much. But what has happened is that the SpaceX stream has started, so we will be switching over once they actually have footage of it up and running. Until then, though, we are staying with Spaceflight Now, who I commonly use as my kind of pre-launch video, if you've noticed. Because, like those streams are good for that, for me, for what I do, how I do my stuff specifically. Imagine if they did like a how not to land an orbital boost roll, but with like Starship instead. Right? It's like all of like the Starship tests, going from like Mark 1 to SN15. That would be kind of cool. That, some interesting music, SpaceX. Doesn't need to be so loud. Sure, it's not super loud on this end. Okay, good. We spend time waiting and waiting and waiting. Hey, the stream's been going on for an hour now. As we are at T-minus 9 minutes from launch. And the SpaceX stream is still just music. Amazing. Got it. So, ASOG is actually off the coast of South Carolina. Like I thought it would be.
Base launch checkpoint countdown net. Pad is clear.
9, 8. Launch auto sequence.
Let's not confuse people. But I will go ahead and fix this. Do not worry when I'm having a technical issue because stuff is locked. What we are doing is me switching over to the official SpaceX feed.
And Falcon 9 has landed. Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to our 49th.
How are you so loud? Alright, we are 2 minutes 8 minutes from launch. We are approaching engine chill from today's Starlink mission. Look at how white that booster. Like, remember looking up, like, oh, like, it wasn't that long ago. That sucker was very black, very toasty. Don't look so toasty anymore. So we're approaching engine chill. Those fairings have very much been reused. Both of them have been reused, probably. You can actually see, like, the re-entry lanes and stuff. It's cool.
Stage 1 fueled.
Stage 1 fuel load's complete. As we are approaching.
Particularly in remote area, activity is limited.
Yeah, we're just gonna silence them. Yep. Yes, SpaceX, we know what a second stage is. That was a cool little diagram. We are approaching strong backward track now.
Tanks pressing for strong back retract.
As in, like, now they're getting ready to do it. Here's ASOG.
Strong back retract in progress.
Strong backward track any second now. You get the strong backward track done. Stage 1 is finished with box load. Yep. Failings all going on looking board.
Stage 2 ASOG complete.
So the launch load is now complete. 1 minute and 45 seconds from launch. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Look at the water tower.
Stage the countdown.
Falcon 9 is going to start up.
Falcon 9 is starting up.
Falcon 9, Starlink, LD is go for launch.
So now go for launch.
Falcon 9 is going to start up.
Now the computers have taken.
Stages are now pressurizing for liftoff.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Did they just say T-minus 30 seconds?
Falcon 9, Starlink, LD is go for launch.
The launch director has given the final go for launch. All systems are ready. Let's watch as Falcon 9 takes our
T-minus
53
15
Starlink
seconds.
satellites into orbit.
Yeah, T-minus 15 seconds. I'm pretty sure the clock's off.
10, 9, T-minus 30 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff. 15 seconds.
Though mission control audio is off.
10, 9, 8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition. Lift off of Falcon 9.
MLD chamber pressure's nominal. Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Let's go, Falcon 9! Go in, rocket, go.
We are T plus 37 seconds into the mission. Falcon 9 has successfully lifted off from Launch Complex 39A, carrying our 53 Starlink satellites into space. Moments ago, we began to throttle down the engines on the first stage in preparation for an event known as Max Q. This is where the
Going into
vehicle
Max Q.
experiences the highest amount of aerodynamic pressures.
Approaching Max Q. Here we go.
9 is supersonic. Max Q.
It's going through Max Q now.
Now that Max Q is behind us, we are throttling the engines back up to full power. Coming up are a series of events happening in quick succession. First is MECO, also known as main engine cutoff,
You can shut up.
to slow the vehicle down in preparation for the next milestone, which is stage separation. During this event, both the first and second stages will separate from one another. The first stage will make
We are now approaching Miko.
drone ship, and to the
I'm silencing him so I can talk. Haha. Yes, the vehicle's approaching Miko. Look at that plume expansion. Mwah. Look at that. You can literally see each engine. And you see the good fins and all that. Approaching Miko now, only a couple of seconds away. 2, 1, and Miko. Stage separation. Upper stage ignition. And fairing separation. And now the 53 Starlink satellites are really on the way to orbit. Falcon, the booster, the B1060, is continuing its way up for a little bit before it will then eventually begin to fall back down to Earth. As the booster does go into space just a little bit before it then falls back into the atmosphere. Which we will be doing here very shortly, as it normally maxes out at around 135-ish kilometers. We are only about 4 minutes away from landing on this record-breaking flight of particles kind of leaving. Hopefully this time we have footage all the way down, so we can actually see like the period after the entry moment, where you can really see the re-entry happening. Cause that's cool when that happens. Why are we switching to view from the inside of the inner stage? That upper stage is moving fast, and the booster is now beginning to return to Earth. We are approaching the entry bourne now. Little OCS puffs as approaching entry bourne. It's cool. You can actually see how when the first one ignites and then when the two outer ones ignite. It's really cool to see that. But we are only a couple of seconds away from entry bourne now. And 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 1.5, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, 0.005, 0.002, 0.003, 0.004, 0.005, 0.004, 0.003, 0.002, 0.0.1, 0. And entry-borne and outer engines. All three will go for the entry-borne, as it is now plummeting headfirst into the atmosphere.
Eagles continue to follow nominal trajectories.
The landing burn before the first stage is coming up in about a minute.
Only about a minute until the landing burn, like he just said. So, like, Falcon 9 is beginning to actually decelerate now, and you can see that. The fourth stage is beginning to decelerate now, as the atmospheric drag is beginning to really have an effect on it. We still have connection to it, which is not what happened last time with Nilesat. We lost connection with it, the video connection, after the entry born, but now we still have it here. So that's gonna be cool. Hopefully we'll get to see it. Hopefully it won't teleport on the back. It's here soon going to be actually falling into the clouds. Here soon. It's only about 950 kilometers an hour. It's only going 950 kilometers an hour, and it's only a couple of kilometers above the surface. And landing-borne. And there was the drone ship. And landing leg deploy. And touchdown. Almost bullseye. Almost bullseye. As B-1060 lands for the 13th time. And also, nearly immediately after was Seco. Look at that. B-1060 sitting on a short fall of gravitas for the 13th time. Beautiful. And with that, I think our little stream here for today shall come to a close. Actually, no, we're not. We are going to sit here until deploy, because it's very close to that. In fact, actually, we'll just wait until payload deploy, and then we'll wrap up for today. Only
20 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. Launch coverage will begin about 10 minutes before launch, less than 24 hours from now. Thanks, and we'll see you all very soon.
when is payload deploy? Hold on. I said it looked like it was soon, but I don't think it actually is. So yeah, we are going to follow along with SpaceX and wrap up here. I enjoyed today. Twitter won't have payload deploy and whatnot. But until then, I'm your Teenage Astronaut, signing off.